Everybody, hi! What is up? Happy Halloween, y'all. Today we have a Halloween Aqua 5XL nail set we're gonna do today for Halloween. Super easy. I already did this main step here, so we don't have to worry about it. Hopefully we ain't got no leaks. But you guys are gonna pick the glitters. We got the black glitters, we got the colorful glitters, and y'all get to pick what goes inside. So, we're gonna get to it. How's everybody doing? There's a lot of things going on today. I absolutely understand that. So for everybody out there that is going live, don't miss Conjure Up Nails is live. Do not miss Conjure Up Nails is live, y'all. If you're new to her channel and to mine, hi, my name is Sugar. We're doing this today. Happy Halloween. And yeah, make sure you go check her out because her live is amazing. Starts at 5 o'clock EST time. So, we're gonna hop into it. What up? Shout out to everybody. Yeah, it's been a minute, ain't it? It's been crazy. Oh, shit. Whoa. Spooky. How's everybody doing? Alright, I gotta get my little stand up here. Alright, this is what we're working with. So, y'all are gonna pick the glitters, whether we do black and neon, whether we do black, whether we do whatever, but we're doing 5XL. One of the thumb I'm going to save for a short, so we're going to do 4 nails today. And you guys, whoever's in the chat, I just pulled some glitters. So we have all of these glitters with multiple other colors. And this one, and then of course the black ones. So we'll just make that and put it in there and all that good stuff. So I got to seal up the top of these because I didn't get time to do that. So we're going to go ahead and do that, whether anybody finds me or not. So I am going to go ahead and seal these up really quickly, and yeah, we'll get to putting our stuff in. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna set you guys up here. Oh. Alright, you'll have to let me know. That looks alright, y'all, if y'all can see. Alright, so I think the better part of what we're gonna use inside is gonna be a lot easier if we kind of use a more of a solution type instead of just like baby oil or coconut oil, if that makes sense. Kind of want to use both. You want more of a watery texture than anything. So we're gonna go ahead and seal up the edges and pray that they are good. So I am going to take my crazy top and seal in the edges really quickly, and then we'll get to adding all the glitter in. I'm gonna seal, I think I'm just gonna seal the top part and get it over with, and then that way we don't have to worry about it. Well, shout out to whoever's in here. Thanks for being with me. Alright. Make sure y'all can see what the hell I'm doing. Alrighty, we do have our aqua right here, but I think I want to put a little bit of saline solution in there to give it what we want, but I figured I would wear these for Halloween. So we're just going to take the end of this, and I'm going to add this in here, in the top part of this, and we're going to hold it upside down like so. Grab us a good amount of our, I'm using Crazy Top for this, and I watched Alicia, the nail doctor, do this. She slid it in there just like this, and then brought it over the edges, and she holds it down like this so it doesn't quite go all the way down, I guess. And then you're gonna hold it, we're gonna move that out the way, and then we're gonna cure. Hi, Glam. Hi, Emma. How are you? How are you, ladies? Thanks for coming. I know everybody's got so much going on right now, but I wanted to go live for you guys. So we're doing this right now, and I'm just filling this up, the gaps up, so hopefully we don't have any leaks. This has worked really well for me. Sometimes I get it fine, and then other times I don't. So you just want to make sure there's no holes on the sides or in the middle. Like I have a hole right there. So I have to go in and fill that. So you just want to make sure you make contact with all the edges, guys. But I figured I'd do the bulk part of this. I know, right? Figured I would do the bulk part of this. So that way we didn't really have to do it. So I'm going to make sure the edge is sealed all the way up, and that hole is also sealed as well. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, no worries, love. I know that a lot of people have a lot of lives and stuff going on today. But I wanted to do this with you guys. I haven't been on in a minute. It's been, I don't know, maybe I'll talk about it, but happy Halloween, guys. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got that well insulated. It looks like it. So when you're doing this, you don't want to go up too high right here. You don't want it to hit your nail. I'm pretty sure I got that well. I don't like that the crazy top turns yellow, but you're not going to see it, so. Alrighty. So for your bigger nails, you're going to need a bigger amount of any kind of rhinestone gel glue is the best to use, guys. That way it's not sticky. So you're going to take this, and we're going to make sure it goes all the way edge to edge, and then we're going to float it like this on the inside. And then just make sure there's no bubbles and that it really is touching the outside edge. You're just going to push down. Lock so. There we go. And then you're going to hold it so it doesn't quite go all the way down. If it's messy, it is what it is, because, you know, it's not really going to be the greatest. I'm going to take that excess out of there, because you have to make, if you're putting this on your nails, you have to make sure it's not going to come up and mess your nail up, if that makes sense. So be mindful of that. Hi, Icy. You're okay. You're alright. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I never noticed it turning yellow until I used these clear, till I did this, and I was like, oh wait, it turns yellow? What? So yeah, it turns yellow, guys. But I don't see it on the nails themselves. I only see it like this, so just makes it look kind of dirty, you know? But it's all good. It works, so I don't really care. Because you're putting polish over that part anyway, so it's not like it's that much of an issue. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm just gonna get this off. Okay. And then what you're gonna want to do too is you want to make sure you put them in for a full cure. You know what I mean? But I noticed if it doesn't turn yellow, then it's not done all the way. Yeah. But that's the fun of it, though, you know? But you definitely want to make sure you go over that side. Come over this little side part here. I feel like I have a little hole right there. It might just be a bubble, but we'll see. But I figured you guys could pick the glitters that go inside, you know? And honestly, you want a good brush that's not going to add bubbles like this one is. So you want to get a good amount depending on how big the inside of it is, because you don't need a lot. How are you guys? Okay, we're going to make sure we touch all edges here. And then we're going to pull. The one thing sometimes with some of these, alright, we're going to take that. And I like to bring it down over the edge. And then whatever you need to file, you can. Cordy, hi! Small hollow glitter. Well, because we have the black, and I thought the black would look cool with whatever color you guys wanted to pick. Or we could just do a straight black one, too. We could do, like, all black with neon candies. We could do all black with the little finger ones. We can do... I have, like, a little bit of Halloween glitter, but not much. And then the tops of them are just going to be the cat eye, the black cat eye from Madame Glam. Okay. I was trying to get all this done before I went live, so that way, like, it was done already, but I didn't have a lot of time. Okay, we're going to make sure it's touching, and then we're going to slide deep down in there. And then we're going to pull over. And you just want to make sure there's no, like, bubbles. The bubbles will not allow it to stick to the back, if that makes sense. Especially if you have a really, really thick gel that you're using. So, just remember that, guys. I'm going to pull that back up. Push what I can down. Alright, we got her. Clean the sides. You know what I did do? Or what I didn't do? Forgot to, you know, I use a little cap with a thing in it to hold them when I'm putting the glitter in, to like stand them up, and I, for the life of me, ever since I moved my stuff around, cannot find it, guys. I can't find it, everybody. Hi, Mabel. Black candies and fingers. Okay, you got it. We'll do neon candies. Do we want the little round circle ones in there with the black ones, or we just want black? All the colors of the black stars and candies, just the regular candies. Okay, there they are, y'all. So, hopefully there's no holes. If there's a bubble in there, that's fine, as long as it's not open on the inside. Alright, let's do this, shall we? I'm hoping that the sides won't leak. They shouldn't, but if they do, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Alright, so I have my little tiny spoon. This helps, you know, fit on the inside. So do we want to keep... We just want these, right? We just want the candies. Round circles with the black. Okay. So I'm going to set these over here. And I want to make the neon one, I think, the middle nail. I kind of pushed this one in, but that's okay. It'll be fine. That's why we got our tweezers, everybody. Okay. So what you want to do first, though, is you want to make sure that you get kind of the inside wet, just so they don't stick down at the bottom. So we're going to use, I was going to use a little bit of a concoction that I could just throw in here, but let's make sure that end don't leak. No leak, yay! Okay. So we're going to set that guy there, and then we're going to get our glitters out really quickly. Because I'll probably have to put them in one by one. Are we leaking? Nope, we're not leaking, guys. So I kind of want to make sure I put all of the colors in there. Because I'm actually going to wear these. So. And you kind of have to be careful too, because you don't want... Okay, I think we need a purple. We want it to flow. Okay. You want more? It's a big nail, so just add some of those. And you want the circle glitters too? Okay. I wish I had my little concoction mix. I'll have to make another one. Because we want it to flow really, really nicely. Typically, people probably think it's easier to fill it the other way, but I don't feel like it would be, but this is our trick or treat now. Do we want the fingers in there too? Yay! I'm gonna put some black stars in here. Fingers. Okay, they're kind of big, so we'll put like one and see how that fits. I wish they were smaller, but then we want to make sure it's going in this way. Okay, we got a finger. Let's put another finger. Oh, hell. Things are coming, guys. Let's stuck together. Okay, there we go. Oh, hell. Alright, we got 2 fingers in there. We should... we're leaking! Fuck. I don't know where I started leaking from. Alrighty. Let's just glue this bitch in. Sometimes the glues with the nozzles on them are the best, dude. You know what? I'm going to use the glue with the nozzle on it. Use the glue with the nozzle and it will be better. That's when these ones come in handy. Maybe. Shit. Well, I figured if I did it this way, it'd be easier. If you have a precision tube, it's going to make it a lot easier to get it down in there than a brush. Depending on, you know, what you have and what you're looking at and all that good stuff. We're going to bring it all the way up here. We're just going to bring it up like that. Alright. That glue smells. Hi, Tasha. Hi, my sweets. How are you? We're trying to do this, and, well, it started leaking on me. I think I pushed that in too far, but sometimes if it's not thick enough and you push it with your thumb, guys, it will be hard to, it will leak, and you'll push it inside of itself, so you definitely don't want that. I think we're okay now, guys. Okay, I think we're okay now. The best thing to use is your white wipes, and you want a lot of alcohol, guys. So we're just gonna double check this bitch. That's the only thing that sucks. Should be sealed in. I think I will say coconut oil to me is better than baby oil, guys. Coconut oil is a lot thinner, but saline solution is also good too. I can't find mine. I gave it to my son and then I don't know what happened to it. Alright. Oh. God damn it. This is why I don't do it this way. You know? This is why I don't do it this way. I do it my normal way. I thought, oh, we'll do it this way. It'll be fine. Nope. Alright, we're going to take all that oil out of there. We're going to clean it off. Because now it's coming from the side. Oh yeah, I did. I pushed it in right there. Oh shit. Just as long as you get all the oil off, guys, you'll be fine. Okay, we're good at the back end now. Now it's just the sides. So typically I would take a top coat and go over this entire thing. I didn't want to, but we're gonna have to. The only thing you got to do is add it to one of these guys. Make sure it's sticky enough. And then clean it off and put a top coat on, and then make that the way the ends are sealed in. Because I do it thick as hell too on the ends. Like, I do it super thick on the ends. So you're seeing the whole process, y'all. Alright. So we'll probably just end up double sealing them in before we add anything. Thanks for spinning it with me, guys. Oh, hi, Cola. So we're just going to use the top coat from BRATTYNAILCO it. It's thick as hell. And we're just going to go ahead and add this bitch all the way around them edges. Make sure it's clean before you go put your top coat on, guys, or it's not going to work. So if you want to take a bigger brush, you can. But we're just going to seal in all these edges because I like it to look like one. I do not like it to look like it's where you can see the sides on it. You know what I mean? It's got to look like it's one, guys. So I'm just going to just go through this really fast. If you ever have this problem, okay, this is what you do. Just seal it up with your thick ass top coat and you should be fine. And you want to make sure you go the edges, coat them edges really well. You're not going to need a lot, but you want to make sure you don't go over this edge part. You don't want it to get down in there because we want to make sure we have a good amount of stuff, but we also want the nail to look really nice, clear, and beautiful. Alright. And then you're going to want to go upside down. Go on the back. And then this is going to seal in every little edge detail. It doesn't take very long either. But you want to make sure you get all the way up here on this edge. Coat and seal it in. Kind of hard for you guys to see because of my thing, but we're going to make sure we pull this out. And then you're going to just make sure your edges are good. Because you can absolutely see if your edges are not done all the way or not. Like down here. Okay. And then you want to make sure nothing's up here, especially if you're going to be wearing them. Get all that excess out of there, or it's not going to fit the nail well. So, we're just going to do this to be on the good side. And make sure this whole thing is just, you know what I mean? Because once you do that, then you can go in and file if you have to. So we're going to put this in the lamp. And I'm probably going to have to hold this. Well, maybe not. Okay. Alright, she's in the lamp. So while that's happening, we're going to do the same thing to these before we start filling anything. So that way we can make sure they are good and we don't have any issues. So I'll fill the top end of this one first. Then I'll go in and do the back end. Make sure it's clean, too. So, I didn't think I was going to have to do this, but shit happens, y'all. I mean, you always want to go the extra mile when you're using these, especially if they're very long. If you're doing any type of nail art on top, you can also buff them. It's not going to do anything. Alright, everybody. Give me a minute and I'll look at the chat. Alright, turn it over. Same thing. You can also do a back on here if you want. Like a colored back, but I kind of just wanted straight sparkle today. But with the colors that you guys pick. So if you're in here, hi, hello. Thank you for coming. I'm going to let you guys pick the colors. So Alicia and Icy and them picked the neon colors for that nail. Okay, so this is a very tiny nail, so you have to make sure nothing gets in that, but you still want to seal, make sure you seal in the edges here really well. And then you're going to let it sit. And then just make sure you also get this edge corner too. Okay. Okay. I am actually wearing these today, so. Alrighty, there she is. Just double check your edges, guys, okay? Just make sure the whole thing is actually coated and looks like it's all one, so you don't have any issues. Like I said, I tried to do this beforehand, so we didn't have to do any of this, but shit happens. Shit happens, everybody. Okay. I think we are golden on that one. Alrighty, here's this one. She's fully in there now. Okay, so now we can actually take her off. She's golden now. Ah, okay. She's golden now. Alright. We gotta put some polka dots in there. Let me get these done really quickly, and then that way we can just go in and fill them all up, guys. Okay? Aw, thanks, guys. I love you guys. You gotta try them. Now, if you have some of these that have these edges on here like this, most of the time you can either pick them off, right? Or you can take this and just kind of like go upward. You don't want to go backward, but it'll come right off. And if it's a little bumpy, it's okay. As long as it's like, it gets it off there and it's more straight and you can see what you're doing. And the edges are straight. Once you go in and fill it with that top coat, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? It may look a little bumpy underneath, but as far as the other side goes, you're fine. I am a perfectionist, so it drives me bonkers, but it's all good. I don't want none of that in my top coat. So yeah, I eagerly thought, oh, if I just do this really fast, then I'll be fine, but I should have just done it my own way. Alright, so we're just going to seal these in. This is, to me, the boring part a little bit, just because you're doing the same thing over and over again, but it's okay. We're going to seal these edges. Make the brush go all the way around those edges. Anybody can do this. You guys, anybody can do this. If I can get up here and do it, y'all can get up here and do it. So what you want to focus on the most is the edges. But you don't want to put so much on the edge right here at the free edge that you get inside that bottom part. You definitely don't want to fill that in, but you still want it to be nice and one. You want it to look like it's one, everybody. And this also reinforces it too. So depending on how many layers you actually put on the nail, It really just depends. When you're watching videos of people doing this is why I like to do it in real time. A lot of the time, guys, you won't get to see just how long they actually worked on the nail, okay? Which there's nothing bad with doing in videos, but I'm just making a point. You guys won't actually get to see how long it takes them, what struggles they had to go through to complete the nail set, if that makes sense. Okay. I want to make sure it's straight at least. I know it's going to be a little bumpy now, but... Okay. Beautiful. Oh no. Like I said, you won't... Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, we got her. Woo. Do you guys have any questions? Technology and I don't speak the same language. Why not? Okay, so now that one, now what we're going to do with this one is we're going to take this guy and we're just going to double check this back end. Okay? Because I want to be able to get this glitter in here with you guys. So we're going to go over this back end. We're going to touch the back. Then we're going to go all the way over this bottom edge. Just so that way we know it's actually going to be sealed. Especially in this area here. This area here, where it's built up right here, is the problematic area for most. Like, you saw me do it, too. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And you don't want it to be up, have like a big bulge at the end, so you just want to make sure you kind of thin that out a little bit. To where it's like super non-existent almost. Okay, we're going to go ahead and slide her in there. Okay. Next one. Okay, same thing. And so I'm just showing you guys what you can do to fix whatever you need to fix. If you haven't tried it yet, try it. Okay, so we're going to take this up. And we're just going to make sure we take that top coat and go all the way in and seal that up. We're going to come over the edge. Now, if you do end up having a big, like, area right here, you can file that down, guys, okay? Okay, so we're just going to make sure we're even coming around that edge. And this edge here. And then we're also filling that in as well. That's going to ensure that we are golden, everybody. Okay, that's still going to fit on my hand, so that's good. Alright. Alright, that one's already done. So this is the only one we have left to do. So thanks for being with me, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe if you are new here. My name is Sugar, and I just like to do random ass shit, okay? But today I wanted to do 5XL freaking Halloween nails. Yes, aquarium orgy. Tasha, hi. Thanks for all the 12 people in here. It's so funny to me. But, you know what? I love you guys so freaking much. Okay, I'm just making sure that this bottom part isn't sticky or anything. You guys are the shit. So you guys get to pick the colors. So whatever you guys want to do. I have the other colors off to the side here. We also have spooky, other stuff. We have stars. Of course, we have holographic and whatnot, so You guys will have to let me know. I'm just gonna do this quite fast here. We're gonna make sure, shove that right in them edges. If you have Brat's top coat, it's the best top coat to use for this. Especially her older one. And then I just make sure it's all even around this. Around those edges. But your best bet's to use a non-wipe rhinestone gel or glue, whatever. It's your best bet, guys. So you don't have to worry about any of that stickiness. And then the top of it, I'm going to use the new Madame Glam Black Cat Eye gel for it. Okay. Let's make sure we're golden here. Okay. All right. We're going to do 4 today because the other one I'm going to use for a short. So, did we go over this one? We went over this one, didn't we? Yeah. Did we? You guys will have to let me know. I don't remember. Alright. So, we want to put the dots in there too, correct? Yes, I love it. I can't believe I don't know what I did with my little holder guy. I filled this, right? So you can either put them in with this guy or... And then we'll put some black in there too. The one thing that really works in these are the thicker, like, stone looking things. And just know it's gonna get absolutely crazy with all the glitters. So we got some of that in there. For the most part, you can pick them up off the edge here and put them in as well. I will say the one thing I don't... Oh, don't do that. The one thing I hate about trying to get glitter in here, especially if you're doing like small ones like this. But if you have small bubbles, guys, it's best to use like the bubbles. You can do caviar beads, bubbles. Like, I wish these were really tiny bubbles. I'd put them in there. I mean, they do have tiny ones. But I want to do... We're going to do the neon... Ooh, I don't know if I'll be able to get these in there, guys. You know what? I need to get the neon caviar beads. see if it'll work. It works! Alright, we're gonna put one of each color in there, guys. Maybe. Alright, we need pink. And then I like to add the, we're gonna do light purple. We don't want to do dark purple. Okay, we need orange. And then we're gonna do 2 of each color. So we're gonna need another green. And an orange. I think I got all of them except for the purple. So let me grab the purple. Do we want to put black in there too? Like black beads? Okay, so we got our beads in there. So we're actually going to add a little bit more, to be honest. So we're going to add one more. Because we can put so much in this one, so might as well, huh? Okay, we need orange. And then another purple. We want to add black? Yes. Oh, hi, Sandra. Yeah, I don't know what I did with my, thing, you guys. To hold my stuff. To hold my nail. Okay, so we got this. So let's go ahead and add some black. And then we'll add our black glitter, too. We're going to do... Oh. And then I'm also going to add... Do we want to do silver or gold? Get back in there, finger. Okay. We want to do silver or gold for our, thingy. I know a lot of people put a lot of stuff in theirs. I want mine to be super full, but... Okay, there's our beads. Gold and silver? I can do both. I don't mind. Whatever you guys want, that's what we shall do. Let's hope this works. Okay, it worked. I wish I had the colored, the small ones, like these small caviar beads. Wish I had the colored ones too. I need to get some, huh? Alright, this is gonna help our glitter. Here's another thing. If you guys want, like, the, a good one to use for the inside are the, oh, look at these. Are these small enough to fit in there? Oh my gosh. Look at that. We got us, okay, so I'm gonna put one of each one of these little tiny flowers in here. Because they actually fit, so. And then we'll add the black stars. You guys want the black stars in here too? It should flow pretty well. How's your guys' day going so far? We're gonna fill this bitch up. Okay. These flowers are really cute. I had to add them. Okay, one thing you don't want is you want to open this up as much as you can. Okay. That's not what I was going to put in there, but it worked. So we're going to add these black stars in here. You want me to add the stars? These are the black stars I'm talking about. Sad thing is, I need to get more of those. They suck trying to get in these nails, I will say. And then we'll add the little black one, or the holographic one. And I think if we make a mixture, and we can do like a mixture of the small glitters together, so they just kind of flow around in the nail without adding big ones. So this one can be our big nail. See what I mean? But if you've never tried one of these, you gotta try it, guys. Every single video that I've ever made on these, the glitters always pop and go elsewhere other than inside the nail. This one's gonna be weird. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how we like it, everybody. We got a little bit of everything. That went right in there, didn't it? Okay. If I could just put them in there, I would, guys, but you know how it is. Alright, we're going to do a few more in there, and then we will add... We want the smaller glitters to peek in there, or we want like a bunch. Okay. Got a little bit of everything in here. So we're going to put this in there. So this one is a smaller, beautiful black. Most of it's going to get not in the nail, so you're going to have to do it a couple times. So that's why people do it from this part here, but I know I get glitter everywhere, but I just don't like to do it that way, to be honest with you guys. And then, dude, I wonder what it would be like to put the furry stuff in here. You know what I mean? The furry stuff should look cool. I wonder, should we try it? Should we try the furry stuff, guys? Okay, we're gonna add a small amount of this. Okay, maybe not that. We'll do the reflective. How about that? We'll add a little bit of this reflective. This is the best part right here. This is the funnest part right here. Okay, we got that in there. We don't need a lot of that. I'm going to add a little bit more of this guy, though. Okay. Ready? Should we add more? Yay! Awesome, dude. I love that. Freaking amazing. We want more black in there? Let's see what it looks like. I think that little bit will be just fine. Yeah, I think that little bit's gonna be just fine. What do y'all think? Is that good enough? Should be good enough, guys. It should flow just fine. Okay. We're gonna have to make our own thing because this is insane. How did I do it last time? Anybody remember? I swear I put it in one of these. Alright, we're gonna makeshift make one right now. This is what your girl does. I makeshift making some shit. That's what I do. Okay, I'm just DIY-ing this thing, and we're gonna rip the middle of this a little bit so I can sit that right down inside there. Okay. It should work now. Put your finger through it, and you should be able to have enough to where it's squished in there, and then you can still... This isn't how I made it the last time, but... Okay, it works. That's all I care about. Woo! That was fast. Okay. And that is our makeshift little standard shaker thingy jigger bobber. Okay. Now this one's being filled with baby oil. I would recommend a oil saline solution, to be honest with you guys. I have found, this was already in here, so it's just easier for me to grab. But I have found that it's a lot easier and a lot better to use a more of a thinner consistency. This is a thin consistency, but it's not thin enough. And coconut oil and saline solution. That's what we need to use. Am I out? Oh shit. Look at me. Out of fucking baby oil already. I forgot I was doing 5XL, y'all. I'll probably have to refill her quite a few times, to be honest. Look at me. Alright, we're gonna fill her to the top there, just like so. And we're getting this shit everywhere. Okay. You should see my table right now, everybody. It's absolutely bonkers. Sandra, Tosh, hi, thanks. I don't know how my shit's not getting out to people, but thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. Alright, we're gonna clean the edge off. Alright. So far, we don't have any leaks. That's all just for me. So we're gonna clean this entire part off right here. Leave a bubble if you want. You don't have to. What I'm gonna do is leave just that little extra in there. And I'm just gonna lightly, there we go. Okay. And then what that's gonna do is I don't have to fill so much. Does that make sense? So we're gonna go right up over top that. Go around those edges because we're gonna bring it, and I'm just gonna lay it in there like I did the last time. Okay, I'm gonna take this guy here and we're gonna lay it right up in there because I don't want to use this guy for that, even though she's probably fine. But I'm gonna take my crazy top. I'm gonna take a good amount and I'm just gonna lightly. And don't push on the sides because it'll push the oil up, you guys, okay? So we're just gonna take this guy and I'm gonna go right over the edge. And then you want to go in and cure right away. You might have to go over it again, guys, but it's up to you. With my computer. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now, whether this isn't going to leak, I don't know. But I think next time what I'm going to do is leave a little bit more room for that gel to hit the sides of the inside of the nail without hitting the oil at the top. Does that make sense? Because nobody shows you that. So we're going to take a little pad. Because once that gel hits that oil, it brings it up out of the actual nail, if that makes sense. So we're going to clean it off. We should be golden, guys. Oh, yeah. She's full. So the one thing that I hate is, so you want to get all this to flow, get it out of the middle, because that's going to be your part where everything gets stuck, is in the middle. Hell yeah, it works. Alright, no seepage, everybody. No seepage. So we have like a neon candy, stars, and all kinds of shit. So I'll have to show you guys what this looks like. Hell yeah, no leakage, everybody. Nice. Alright, so that's what this one looks like. And then if you shake it, you'll be able to get like the other glitters to fall down. So we want a little bit more of those bigger balls to kind of flow down together. Alrighty, she's moving. And she's not leaking, so hell yizzle. Alright. One nail down. So here's the first nail. We're going to set her up here. So she looks like. Okay, that's the middle nail. Alright. Now, what you're going to want to do is take your other ones, which... What the hell did I... Oh, they're still in the freaking lamp, y'all. Alright, what colors do we want to use for the next one, guys? Which will be... That one was my middle one. So we have these two and the pinky left. I don't think I sealed this one on the back end. So you guys decide what colors you want to use, and then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't get to seal this one. Okay, I'm going to add that to the thing. Alright, here we go. Here's this one. This is what we got, right? We already did this one. So we're going to set her in here. Do silver and black. I can do that. Hi, Nanny Ange. Hi, Cheddar. So we have this one that we can do. We can do like a light colored one with the black. We have this green. We have this blue. We have white. We can do white and black. It's like iridescent and black. We have pink. You can mix the colors. We have purple and orange. It's whatever you guys want to work with. And then, of course, we have all these black colors. And we have silver. And then I also have these, which are like the little skulls and stars. The pumpkins won't fit, but I think I might be able to have a smaller pumpkin in that one. So it's up to you, guys. Green and black. The light colored ones with black. Okay, this can be a nail. And let's see. What about the silver up at the top? The hollow one with black. Okay, we can do that. This one. I also have this silver here as well, which is basically the same, but it's a little bit more shimmery. Okay, I'm going to do a little concoction here. So, one's going to be this with black. We'll add a little bit of this, like, into it. And then, do we want to also add this white into that one too? To give it, like, a more of a, let's just say a spooky, but darker theme. And you want the skulls in there. Okay. These little skull guys. Because I don't think I have little... Oh, I have little bats in here too. Yes? Okay. So, I'm going to take this off so it lays off. We'll put this guy here. And we got this guy. I'm going to have to kind of set some of these all up there. And I also have... Let me take this off. So, I have... This is all of the only glitter I have. Oh, wait. Hold up now. I have a Halloween glitter from VARNAIL. Well, I don't know what happened to my VARNAIL glitter. But, yeah. That kind of sucks, but oh well. I had a VARNAIL glitter that was the shit. Oh my god, I forgot I had these. That's powder. Okay. Alright, so we want to do the light colored one then, right? We want to do this one with the skulls? Hi, everybody! The light green one, right? Or we want to do this one with black and skulls, correct? Yes? Okay. And then the other one, the other two we have left, we can make them super... Oh, wait, and we're going to do silver and black, too. How about we do silver, black, and white? How about that? Okay. So let's put these guys in here. Most of it goes outside of what you're trying to do, but for the most part, we'll be able to get it in there. Don't worry. I would say the only way of getting most of this inside is if you use the bigger end, which I don't really like to do, but okay, we want to make enough that's going to be an actual pastel black. And I want to get enough of the smaller ones in there. Okay, get in there, get in there. Okay. Let's see, how much we got in there? Nope, we need more than that. We definitely need more than that. I'm so excited. Because I'm wearing these out, so I'm happy you guys are helping with it. One thing you don't want to do is take your tweezers and end up putting them so far down inside that it, when you open it, it tends to break the outside barrier. Okay, that should be good enough for us to realize that that's a pastel spooky season. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of this to give us a little... Just black, right? With the skulls. Because this right here is going to make it sparkle really, really nicely. It just gives it that extra sparkle. Oh shit, I just dropped all of that. I'm going to have to save this glitter, guys. All this glitter that's on here? Shit. Are you guys going trick-or-treating today? Anybody? Does anybody have trick-or-treating today? They've pretty much shut down going house to house over here, which I think defeats the purpose. I don't think trunk or treat is, like, cool. I think trunk or treat sucks because you don't get that experience of going to people's doors, you know? And I know right now it's a little scarier out, too, you know? Because, like, let's be honest, I don't fucking trust nobody, so. I'm glad I don't have little kids at this point, but then I also feel sad because they don't get to, like, do what we did, you know? It's quiet there. Thank you, guys. Alright, let's put our little skulls in here. Oh, hell yeah, that worked well. Oh shit, a star got in there. Oh well. There we go. Got her out. Alright, we have our little skulls in there, everybody. Hell yeah. Okay, let me add a little bit more skulls. Okay, I think we are okay. Do we want any bats in here? We can actually save the bats for the silver one. Okay, we're gonna use silver beads in this one. Do we want to do black beads as well? I was hoping I had, like, whatever, but I have this little guy. Let's put a ghosty in there. See if he'll move. Hopefully he will. If not, it's okay. Because I'm pretty sure the skull will fit in there. The ghost might end up not being so great for us, but hopefully it'll be okay. Okay. We have... I don't know if I have any black stars. I don't. Damn it. I didn't have any black stars, guys. Shit. That's okay. Alright. I am going to add a little bit of this black. Just to give us something small. Okay. It might be good. I'm not going for super tiny fine glitters though. Just a little bit of this. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Okay. One thing I want to do is we're going to add silver in here. And then for this one, I kind of want to use some of the rhinestones. So I want to do the rhinestones. Now these freaking, whatchamacallit, they turned yellow on me, and I'm not sure why. Okay, we got those. So I'm gonna add the... You can add floating heads too, guys. You know what I'm saying? What was I gonna do? And look, we have these guys. I should have put those in there. Let's see if this will fit. Hold on. Oh, he's too big. That sucks. Oh, that's too big too. Okay, well. That guy's too big too. Damn. Oh. Yep, that guy's gonna get stuck. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna have to do non-bubbles and thinner freaking rhinestones. So, you can use these really small ones. They will go really nicely in the nail, guys. So, I'm gonna use this multicolored one right here. Although it's not exactly what I wanted, we're gonna add a few of them in here. I honestly think that the white ones would look better. What do you guys think? These are like that monochrome or whatever. They like change colors. However, the white ones, no, those ain't gonna look good. You know what? I'm just gonna put a couple in there and I'll put a couple of these in there and then I'll put some actual rhinestones in there because we need some rhinestones in our lives. What color rhinestones do we want to put in there, guys? Typically I use like this style of rhinestone to put in there. Just to give it some sparkle. Now these ones are plastic, they're not glass. So we just want to give it some extra sparkle. And you can put bigger ones in there too if you want, depending on the nail, of course. I'm pretty sure that's gonna look bomb with those colors going throughout that once we get that in there. So let me add a few more. Okay, we got that. We got this over in there. And then naturally you want to put in actual rhinestones, like the real small, like the AB ones. If I can find them here. What did I do with them? What did we do with those little guys? Here they are. These little guys. These little rhinestones. I usually put them in there because they help it flow. So you can do regular AB or you could do the colored ones with the backs on them. And so I am going to do these. So we have a little bit of that black sparkle in there. And these are actually the Swarovski crystals. I don't care though. Okay. Honestly, if it fits, just add it. You know what I'm saying? Alright, guys. Let's do this. We got her filled. So what you want to do is sometimes you want to make sure... don't let that shit happen. Sometimes you want to make sure that this part right here, where all of them are staying at, you kind of want to, like, take this guy out. Right? And go like this. and shake it. Because that'll help everything glide down the nail. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave a little hole right there. Set that in there, because I got it all over. Alright. This shit's cray-cray, everybody. Okay. Now that that got everywhere, we got to make sure we double clean this BI. Unfortunately. But that's okay. It is what it is. That's the whole part about these. I don't see how people can do aquarium nails without getting something on them. Okay? Like, for me, I'm just like, there's no fucking way, bro. There's no way that at least one of them you got oil on. You know? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and clean that off. And then we want to make sure it's actually not leaking. Okay. Because you don't want oil touching anything. Nothing. When you're doing this. Okay, guys, I think we're golden. Oh my god, we are awesome. Okay. We got that in there. I'm going to leave that bubble in there so I can actually add the glue, or the crazy top, I should say. Okay. So I'm going to take my crazy top. And if you have to buff it, guys, after you get this in there, it's fine. Okay, like I said, you don't want to, like... Uh-oh. Where'd that come from? Shitballs, baby. Oh, it must have been on my brush, maybe? Okay. Y'all should seriously see my entire desk right now. I don't see it going down. Okay, we're fine. Alright, freaking out over nothing. Okay. Okay. But you want a brush that's thin enough, but it's going to be thick enough at the same time. So typically, some people say to use a liner brush. But I'm just going to push that in. Like so. Yeah, you can or you don't have to. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. The bubble's fine. But sometimes it depends on what it is that you have in there. It depends on what you want to move. If you have super thick things in there, the bubble is going to make it get trapped and stuff. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. You got this. I'm just so grateful you guys are here. Happy Halloween, guys. Thanks for being here with me. So, you guys, I have to be done. Okay? Listen to me. I have to be done by 4:30. Okay? So, somebody be my little marker. Okay, let's see. Fuck. Alright, we have to add more. Don't be afraid. Shit, I just got this shit everywhere. So you can bring it down over the sides if you want, guys. Like so. I don't really like to do that, but because I just like it to be sealed and normal, especially on the edges. Because if we're going to be using it, you don't want it to be bulky and humongous, right? And you don't, because they're clear, you don't want anything on the back end, like, to show that there's extra whatever back there, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go like that. Okay, love, no worries. Oh, no. Damn it. This is why I hate this. Look, it's still coming out the back end. So what it's doing is all this is forcing this up. And what it's doing is coming out the back end. See that? It's coming out this little hole right here. I don't know how, but typically if you just... how I just sealed it, should have sealed it just fine, but... Is everybody going to Conjures? Sandra, you can do this. Mabel, everybody can do this. I like it my other way because I don't ever have leaks. So every time I do it this way, I always have issues. And I always think, okay, this time it's going to be faster. But technically, it doesn't do that. At least not for me, anyway. Okay, we should be good. Oh, hell. Alright, let's see. For the most part, the sides are fine. It's just this end part here, so... I'm going to let that dry and re-go over it with my hands. I'm going to take a drink, because once that's sealed in, we're fine. You can typically go over it with a top coat, and it would typically be fine. Do we want to make a super bright? We're going to make the silver one and the black one. Do we also want to make it like just an all black one? Or do we want to make one with a color? Because I have all these bright colors too. Oh, are we good? Are we good? Oh, yay, we're good. Okay. Nice. Okay, here's this one. We're going to go ahead and I'm going... Oh, yeah. I'm going to try to get all of the glitter and all these and the glitter. I'm going to try to get it mixed up together. Because a lot of those, what they do is they will carry the glitter with it. Now, I think a saline solution with the coconut oil is going to be your best bet, guys. But you want to just kind of go with the flow, y'all. If it gets stuck, just hit it like so. And then just kind of let it fall. So the ghost that I put in there, you can't really see. But we have a lot of these. I'll have to like take outside and show you guys. Because I put a lot in there because we can. But there's no little tiny fine glitters in there. This is literally just all falling. So I have right here. I have all of this glitter up here. And we want it to fall. Yeah, the ghost is actually making it. Can you guys see it fall? So the ghost was a bad idea. I figured it would be, but it's okay. At least it still all falls. Okay, we're gonna make a mix. Alright, there's that one. That one is done. Oh no. Oh. So that one's done. So all we gotta do now is the where's the other one at? I don't even know what I did with the other one, y'all. So you could leave them like this if you want, the bottom, but I always like to make sure that they are golden. Okay, so here's this one. Here is this middle one right here. Here's our middle one. They're definitely going to be vastly different. Vastly different, y'all. Okay. There's two. And then we have just this one. Oh, I'm sorry. We have this one. All right. Next up, we're doing white and what? Hi, Dragon Claws. This one we're doing what? We're doing white and black or silver? Oh, silver and black, right? Silver and black? I went over this with top coat, didn't I, guys? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Okay. So, I'm going to have to add some more baby oil. But what I'm going to do, instead of adding baby oil, I'm going to add coconut oil so we can see the difference, okay? So I'm just going to set this. Do you have a really dark blue? Oh shit, I have this one. It's a little bit of everything. What do you think? But I told Tosh we would do silver and black. But the last one is the one where you guys can pick one of these colors or multiple colors to go with the black. We're going to do this one here and this one. And then I also have the, do we want to do the white with that one, or are we good? Black Hollow. It is cold today. However, I think that the white glitter would look cool too. Alright, let me grab my coconut oil. We're almost done. Huh? Alright. Good grief, I almost... Did I break it? Mother sudger, I broke it. Well, how wonderful. My plunger came off, guys. This is why you don't use these freaking things from Amazon. Alright, we're going to have to use a different bottle. I'm not going to be able to use this guy anymore. Hold up. Okay. I'm going to have to use this bottle here. I'm going to have to go pour it in this bottle right here. So this one has like glitter in it, but it's not much I can do about it at this moment. Okay, I'm gonna pour the coconut oil into this bottle. And this bottle actually leaks a lot, but it's all we got at the moment, so. Alright. That is our coconut oil, so I can show you the difference here. Because I think showing you the difference is going to show you just how better coconut oil is compared to the actual other one, but... Hi! Oh, hi, Sandra! Yay! Yes! Right now, whatchamacallit, my bottle, or my syringe broke. My craft syringe, so now I gotta use this oil. Which is fine, because we have this guy here. This is not... We're going to switch out the tip on this one. We just have to be careful. So we're going to switch this tip out with the one that I just took off. Like so. Now the reason why these like to leak like they do is because they don't actually, I don't know, they don't like screw down enough to where like it doesn't have like a good suction on it. Does that make sense, guys? Hopefully that makes sense. So we're about to get really, really, really dirty. Okay. So I am going to stupid fucking bottle. Do not buy these bottles. I think I bought them at Hobby Lobby, guys. So if you ever think that your stuff is leaking or whatever, that's why using these for aqua nails suck so bad. Oh, I can't believe that plunger broke on me. That fucking sucks. Typically, you can use one of these guys. It will work. It just sucks. It's just easier to use like this long thing versus... And it comes from the bottle itself. It doesn't come from anything besides the bottle, which is the worst. Especially when you're trying to not get this shit all over you or the nail itself, so. Okay. We're going to fill her up. This time we're doing black and silver. We want... Oh. I don't think I have silver stars, you guys. Oh, this one. So this one does have stars and hearts and everything else in it. So it's a variety of shit in here. So do we want white with this one too? Wrap some plumber's tape around the threads. Oh. From a tube who handles tons of needles a day. Always pop apart and dry them really well to reuse. This part of it? Well, this part's fine. It's just this, it comes out from this part here. It just doesn't like to seal for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. So then it just gets all over. Alright, I am going to get all this off, see if that helps it. Alright. We're doing, yes, white. Alright. I don't know if Tasha's still here, but Tasha asked for silver and black. So we'll add the white with the silver and black and see what we get. How about that, guys? Alright, and then we have one nail left to fill, so if there's a certain one that you guys want to see, color-wise, let me know. Because I'm wearing these, and yeah. Gotcha. Alright, I have a little bit in there, so we're not gonna mess with that right now. Alright. Let's fill her up, shall we? So we're gonna use... Do we want to use... Okay, so this one's gonna be black, white, and silver. So I have these, so we can put some of these in there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I definitely gotta get the little tiny ones. Shit. Shouldn't be. They'd be down in the bottom thing. So we'll do a couple of these, right? And then I will add the glitters. And I think I'm going to add a couple crystals in here too, maybe. But we're going to do... And then you want to make sure you don't pop these out too. The sides right here, you want to make sure you don't pop them out. Okay. So I don't... What's funny is the black ones are smaller than the white ones. Alright, y'all. I'm going to put another black one in there. Okay. We're just going to use a little bit of those. Alright. Let's add our glitter, shall we? So, I'm going to use this, and hopefully we can get some, like, nice stars in there. Or the dark blue. Green is good. Cordy wants green or purple. Okay. We're going to take our stars. This one's going to be, like, stars and shit. Okay, so we have some big stars. I thought this was, like, smaller glitter at first, but it's just stars and hearts and different things. Okay. You know what that kind of reminds me of? These ones kind of remind me of a... Oh, hell. All of them like to go everywhere. Alright, let's add our actual silver so we can get small and medium glitter in there. It gets messy, y'all. Oh my god, I got glitter everywhere. Hello, stars. Alright, look at that. Now let's get our black in there, shall we? So I have this small black, so we'll use this guy. And I'm only going to use a little bit of this black, guys. We're not going to need a lot. Alright. I think I'm going to add that white. Do we want the other white? Where'd it go? I don't even know what I did with it. But we're going to add some of these. I wish I had white stars, but I don't, unfortunately. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Oh, my God. I have white stars, y'all. Look. I do have white stars. Oh, shit. And they're tiny. Hell yeah. So, silver black with a little bit of white stars. And then, where did my black go? I'm going to use this. We're going to do a little bit of this. It's actually going in there, which is good. Okay. We want there to be more black. Now, don't forget, Conjure's freaking live premiere venture. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put the freaking... I'm gonna add this, but I'm gonna add... We're gonna add the reflective, guys. I'm gonna add some of this silver reflective in there. Okay. God, this shit gets everywhere. Oh my gosh. Alright, we got the stars. We got the reflective. We got all that. Let's add some of this. Bigger glitter, and I think we're golden. How long does it take you guys to do aquarium nails? I mean, these are 5XL, so it takes a little bit longer, but... Okay. I'm gonna add a few more stars. And these. Because these are awesome once they're in that oil. They look really, really cool. This is the glitter that Stacy got me. And I think it's one of my favorite glitters ever. Okay. Got that in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit more stars. So this is more on the silver side, but... So if you want bigger stars in there, they will fit. Okay. Alright, I think we need... Oh, shit. Just lost my glitter. I think we need more black in there, guys. So I am actually going to take a bit of this. You know what I want? Circle glitter. Okay. I just think a little bit more black would make it... Okay. Alright, I think we're golden. Alright. I'm going to clean this off. I'm actually going to add a little bit of the... Where'd it go? I'm going to add a few of these. But I'm going to use the silver. Ooh. Okay. Alright. I think we got enough sparkle in there, everybody. Okay. I was going to add this guy, but I don't know if I should because it's not really white. It's more iridescent and pink. Do you want me to add it? Or you just want to keep the white or the silver and the black? I just one nail? What do you mean? Okay, what am I doing? Alright, let's fill her up, shall we? Yes, add it? Oh, okay. So, this one is like a iridescent silver and black jack nail, if you want to call it that. Okay. Alright, y'all. I think she has a lot. She definitely has a lot in there. Alright. I'm not looking forward to this fucking thing, but... God damn it. Alright, we're gonna have to use this little guy. Much as I don't want to. Much faster though, huh? That was way faster. Holy shnikey. Alright, it's 3:46, guys. I gotta be done by 4:30, okay? Sugar, it would take me 5 hours in just one. No. Dude, I make it look messy. I'm sorry. But, okay, what we want to do, like we did before, we're going to shake it and get all that down off. Ah! Like,
you have a mess.
I have a mess. Even hubby says, you have a mess. That is how bad my table looks, everybody. Look, we have a bunch of glitter in there, guys, so it's going to sparkle. I'm just trying to get this down from here. And you just want to keep shaking it, guys, until you can get most of that down. So this is going to free flow. Okay? So I want you guys to know when you add a lot of glitter like this, it's going to free flow. And what that means is... Alright, there we go. We got it all down. It's going to be extra glittery. That's what I was going for. Okay. Now, I need... I need to make sure this isn't leaking. Alright, hold up, y'all. I gotta take those gloves off. Woo! See what I did? Look, I burnt myself really bad. Okay. Oh! Okay, I gotta wipe that down. There's still oil on it. Yeah, it hurts. That's what I did with Sissy's curling iron. She moved and it hit my hand and I'm like, ah! Alright. Alright, we are golden. Alright. So, I am going to go ahead and put the end of this in. And what you want to do when you're doing this, you guys, is make sure you're wiping off your brush. If you get any type of oil onto your brush, it's not going to allow it to stick to your, whatchamacallit. Does that make sense? Okay. So if you have a non-wipe with a precision tip on it, it's gonna be your best friend. Okay. Dude, Sandra, thanks for staying. Alright, we have one left to fill, and I think what I'm going to do is, because I wanted all these to be super different, you know what I mean? So, have you guys made up your mind on what color you guys want for the last one? Yeah, I know. And then when you put gloves on, it hurts even worse, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm putting this right up against that. Okay, so it's not quite done yet. Yeah, I gotta get out my little sweeper, guys, so that way nothing gets on my carpet. I mean, I have shit everywhere. I have oil all over this guy. I mean, it's everywhere. Okay. Okay, I think we're golden on that one. This is what she looks like. I think this one might be my favorite, honestly. Look at that. The stars are falling. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Oh my god, I gotta show you this. I definitely have to show you guys this one in the flash. Look at it. Ugh. Alright, we're getting it shook up. Look at that bad boy. Holy shnikey. It's full to the brim, y'all. I love it. You can see just about a little bit of everything, to be honest. And you can sit, and this is like a sensory nail, you know? Alright, there's that one. Alright, we have this guy here, guys. What color we want? Damn it. The one thing you don't want is one of those little gobstopper guys to not be able to get into the little whatchamacallit. So what I like to do, you want to do it right off the edge. But if you get bubbles in it, then it won't let it go. So I'm going to have to use this little guy. Hey babe, can you try to fix that plunger in there? No, the one that's in the sink. The little tiny one. For me, please. The black thing came out and it's inside the thing and I can't get it. Damn it. Alright, well, we got some in there, so I'll probably have to use, like, a smaller... Alright. I would say that's about the only tedious thing, especially if you're having one of these nails and they're the smaller kind. Alright, what are we putting in it? He is, definitely, for sure. It does. Alright, what colors do we want to put in this one, guys? You can do multiple colors. You can do all hollow, bright. We could do green, orange, and whatever. We can do purple, orange, and black. Whatever you guys want. This is what they look like. So we have like a neon one with candy in it. We have the pastel one with the very light pastel one. And then we have the black and white one that's like super duper filled with glitter. Do we want to have one, at least one dark one? Mr. or Miss Glitter, yeah. Do hollow, purple, black, and green. Okay. Hollow, purple, black, and green. This purple work? What's that look like? What do you think about that? Hi, Nana! Ah, the baby oil! No! Literally, the baby oil just spilled all over my floor. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, so we have this is our purple. We'll add our black. Wait, what is it? Purple, black, and green. Okay, and then here is the green. Did you fix it?
No,
it's done for? Here's the green. You don't know? It might be.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit harder, guys, because this is a smaller end, which is no big deal. But we're going to go ahead and I am going to take my tweezers. We're going to put what we can in there. Now, you guys can do this from the other end. However, don't typically like doing it from the other end. So, we're going to use this guy to just do. Now, this one we can't really fill too much with glitter, or it won't move. Yeah, it's all about being, like, different on Halloween, you know? Okay, we have a few purple ones. I'm probably just gonna have to stack them. Like so. That way I know they get in there. Get in there. And then I'll add some green. I just want to get a few more of the hollow pieces, and then we can... Oh, hell. Okay. We got the purple. I'm like, I feel like it's not enough, but then again, I'm like, it's a small nail crystal. Stop trying to put everything in the world in there. That's like the best part ever, you know? Okay. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can in here, guys. Okay. So we're gonna tweeze out some of these green ones. You know what I didn't use in here? I'm gonna have to get a green. Hold on. Look at that one. You want that one? Or you want green? How can someone not find their green? Well, hell. I cannot find my green, guys. All I got's my teal. Green. Okay. Shit, look at this. I cannot find my green hollow. stare at me, y'all. Alright, we want the dark green, or this green. Ah! Okay, we got a little bit of green. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of this. I don't want that dark green in there, though. I don't like that dark green. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can. Okay. Alright. Then we'll add black. Okay, we definitely need more green. Because I want more color than I do anything. Okay. Okay. That should be good. We'll add a little bit of the smaller black, and then we should be golden on that. Okay, are we putting anything else in there? Go in there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add black. Okay. We're gonna add some of these little black eyes, these little shards. I don't know what they're gonna look like, but... Not that any of them went in there, but... Alright, well, we got some in there. I'm not gonna... I hate those things. They drive me bonkers. Alright, let's get our black in there, and we're ready to rock and roll, everybody. Alright. So, if you want a finer glitter in there, you guys, you can add that finer glitter in there if you want to. I'm just going to add a few of these guys, and that's all I'm going to put in this one, other than the rhinestones. And I'm just going to shove these in here. Now, the top of these are just going to be black. That's all they're going to do. They're going to be black cat eye. There's not a shit ton of glitter in there, but at least there's some glitter in there. So I feel like I need a smaller, like, style glitter in there to give it some pizzazz, you know? So I am actually going to put this in there. And then this is supposed to be reflective black. Alright. Oh, hell no. Alright. We're going to do this really slightly. Alright, y'all. This is hard. It's easier to do it from the front. Get that right inside there. The only problem is the bubbles. The bubbles. Okay. Did that literally not go in there? Oh, hell. Alright, I might have to just say screw it. Alright. Let's put this away before something happens. Alright, we are about to get this shit everywhere. Let me move this, because I have to use that little guy. So, we're going to stick this guy back on here, and we're just going to get this shit everywhere. We're just going for it. Fuck it. Ugh, you mother... Let's see. Did it go? Alright, this thing is not filling. So when you get a bubble right here, it will overflow your nail. That's why I hate using these things. Gotta do what you gotta do, though, huh? Alright, got it. Holy shit, that was freaking ridiculous, y'all. Hold on, guys, I gotta get this off my hand. Alright, we filled it, y'all. Thanks for going through that. Jeez. Thanks for going through that with me. Typically, I don't have to do that. It's 4:11. All right. Let me move this shit out of the way before I crack and make it go everywhere. All right, we're going to clean this guy off, fill the end, and we are going to get off here. Okay? Yeah, I don't know why YouTube isn't sending out my lives anymore. I honestly don't know what I did. But nobody is getting... Did you guys get the actual thing? I wasn't able to get too much in there, but it's okay. Alright, I'm gonna grab these. And if you know, want me to come back on tomorrow or something, Sandra has a collab tomorrow. I don't know who else in it. I just seen the thing for it. Alright, I am just literally poking these down in here. Okay. Alright. Not a lot in this one, but that's okay. Alrighty, let's do this. We're gonna seal this bad boy up. With this one, we're not gonna need that much to seal up the end. Okay. That one should be golden. Yay, Nana, I'll be there. That's on lip smacking, right? I think I am okay with this one. I don't think this one's gonna leak, but we'll see. Like I said, if you want to try this out and you're doing this, go over the end with top coat if you want, okay? Okay. Alright, guys. No leakage. Alright, this is our nail. This is a little tiny one. We don't have as much in this one. But she's not leaking. So, here are the 4 nails. Definitely super different. And then the top will be black. But we're going to get off here so that way everybody can go do what they got to do. And the thumbnail I am going to do off camera. I'm going to do that in a short. So yeah, you guys pick the colors. The rainbow one looks a little weird, but yeah. I kind of like it with just not so much in it, so you can see right through it, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I like about it. But they're falling down. So yeah, and then we did our little pastel one. So those are the colors. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for spending the 2 hours with me on Halloween today. I appreciate it so much. We went through hell and back, but we get it. We did it. Thanks for joining me, guys. I love you. I hope you have an amazing Halloween. Don't forget to be at Conjure's freaking beautiful, amazing live tonight. She's doing tarot card reading and everything else, so make sure you don't forget that. Thank you so much, Nana. Thank you, Cordy. Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra and Mabel and everybody else. Dragon Claws included. I love you guys, and I'll see you at Conjure's Live. Toodaloo!